Hello everybody, I'm Ryan, aka xOwllight here on Define My Style, and I'm a design assistant, and our job is to help you. And I've seen that a lot of people are confused about how to make a color board or how to make a theme board, so I attempted to make a video that'll help out, and I'm gonna show you how to make a color board, how I lay it out, like this one. This one's really girly, but in the video it's gonna end up, this will be the final product here, this one. I'm really proud of it, and I hope this video helps you. I'm just going to focus on the color board for right now, but these tips can totally be applied to the theme boards if that's more your style. It's really up to you. And the color board not rules, but what you need are the DMS logo, 3 different fabrics, different visual images, and your username. And I like to include a palette, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So to gather the fabrics, it's really easy. Just go here to design a bag. It doesn't really matter what you pick because you're not really going to design a bag. You just need to get access to the fabric. So for the sake of this, I really like this fabric. You double click on it and you take a screen capture. How you have to do that. If you just hit the print screen button, you can crop it in Paint, but on my Mac I just hit Command-Shift-4. These little crosshairs come up and I just drag it, and it takes a picture of that and saves it to my desktop. So for this video I'm using this one, this fabric right here, and then I'm going to use this one. They're all in the teal and turquoise color family, and the accent colors are white and gray. So those are the colors that we're mainly going to focus on in this video. Okay, so you can either start off choosing the fabrics, or you can start off with a palette. The creative challenge, the color board challenge, includes a few links to palette generators and color generators. And I personally like to use colorlovers.com. You can browse a whole bunch of different palettes, and there's literally a ton of different ones that you can use for inspiration, and then go in and find fabrics that match. You can start with a palette or save it for later. But for this video, I created a palette already, so I'm just going to screen capture that, and then we're going to go find pictures that are in the same color family or represent the theme, like represent the feeling of the fabrics. So if you chose like a whole bunch of floral fabrics, you would go and find a whole bunch of floral pictures, something like that. And for the theme board, you just go and you find the pictures. You can choose to do the palette or not. It's really completely up to you. So now we're finding the pictures, and there's so many websites you can do. You can go to look at them. You can even look on Pinterest, where a lot of people find them, Polyvore, Tumblr. I'm personally going to use weheartit.com. There's so many different places, and all you have to do is remember where you got the images, because you later on have to cite your sources, and it's just like citing a source in a paper. Otherwise, if it's not your original content, you should honestly put down the source where you got it from, because otherwise it's kind of like plagiarism and you get in trouble with your school, and that's just really not cool. So you just type in whatever you're going to look for. I'm going to type in teals because that is the color family, whatever you want to do. I messed that up. You just type in teal or peacock or Victorian blue or turquoise, whatever you want to do, like whatever you think fits with what your color family is or what your theme is. Okay, so now that the page is loaded, you can just click around or whatever. I personally really like this peacock image right here. It's a peacock, it matches our color family, and this hairpin or whatever is like really cool. It's very fancy and vintage looking, which is what I feel most of the palettes look like. I mean, most of the fabrics look like. And you can just find a whole bunch of images, and once you go and you find about 4 to 5 good ones with 3 different fabrics, that's a good place to start. You're totally more than welcome to find more. You can maybe get by with at least 3. It's really up to you. Once you start looking, poke around, you can always explore your options. So I just chose to focus on like the theme, the color, and the general feel. So this has the colors and the general feel, like fancy and regal and kind of vintage. So once you find all of the images, you can go and you can put it all together. Okay, so to put it all together, there's this really fabulous website called PicMonkey.com. And that's what I use to get it all kind of very clean looking. Everything has its own box. And it's really simple. You just go here and you hit create a collage. And you wait for that to load while the monkey winks at you. Okay, so once this loads, you can go and you can choose any of the layouts. I like to personally use the Pinteresty one, and I just go here and I just rotate it to however I see fit. And then I go and then I upload all of my photos just right here, and this pops up and you just screen capture it. You upload your screen captures, whatever you want to do. Okay, so once everything is uploaded, you can chance with the autofill, and it really is up to you. And you put the Define My Style logo here, and here are the different palettes and patterns. So say you don't like that, you want your fabric in here, and you don't want this image here. You can go and you can play around with the different ones, however you want to do it. But if you want to include your palette, you just drag it here into the middle, and it literally changes everything to accommodate that. So say you really want this fabric kind of peacock feather fascinator there. And if you really, really have an image that you want, you can just put it there. And everything squishes, and it's a really cool tool that just arranges everything really nicely. You can go and you can change, play around with the different backgrounds if you want a different color, if you don't want white. I don't suggest you do the transparent background though, because it saves everything as a PNG, and you need to upload the final image as a .jpeg. So if you're going to do the transparent background, just do white, because it looks the same. So after you're done with that, you just hit save, and then I'll show you how to edit it again. Okay, so after you save the photo, you go back to PicMonkey.com and you just hit edit a photo. And then you literally just upload whatever you saved it as, like this. And then it pops up, and then I just hit the text right here, and then you type in your sources, so weheartit.com and colorlovers.com, or wherever you got it from. And then you just hit add, and then you can shrink it down. And you can leave a space that's blank, you know, wherever you want. You can like delete one of the images off of the original collage, but I'm just going to stick it here on the palette because it makes a nice background, and there's a lot of space, and you can make it bigger, you can change the colors, you can really do whatever you want. I'm going to leave it white, and I'm going to leave it this font. Then you just hit add again, but then you type in your username, because that is the other requirement for when you upload a color board. And you can, there's so many different fonts. I like this one, and I like this one, and there's different blend modes that you can play around with. There's so many different effects, like all of the effects over here. It's completely up to you. This is like where you can really get fun with that. So after that, you just save it again. You can change it to a different name if you want to keep the original one, if you don't like how you ended up typing the font, whatever you find best. So after you completed that final step, it's time just to come here and you hit submit your project. This pops up, you attach the image and you give it a title and an even better description, and then after that you hit submit, and then it should come on, and then it's right here. So this is the one I created earlier that I featured in the video, and I really hope that you found this helpful. I'm a design assistant on here. I'm xOwllight. And if you need anything, you can find me on here, my Tumblr, on Pinterest, my Gmail. You can access me. So I hope you found this helpful, and I can't wait to see what you do, what you make. So, bye!